Welcome to the Icaran sector. Welcome to Solohammer, 1000 points of White Scar Successor Space Marines versus the Deathwatch. Alright, just one thing of note before we do jump into the main game itself. The Icaran sector is very happy to be launching its own Discord server. So if you would like to come and talk to us, join us in the hobby, there's a link in the description to join our Discord. Come say hi. We're really small, but we'll be really happy to see you there. Talk to us about the hobby. Show us your models. Tell us about your hobby. Even laugh at all the mistakes I make, because I do. So come and join us in the Discord. Christian's there, I'm there, and Ryan is there at the minute as well. So yeah, join us in the Discord. And now, we will go on to the game. So you've joined us today on a training mission. The White Scar Successors, the Raging Dragons, have come down and asked the Deathwatch for, a fun match, a bit of training. So maybe they can learn something from their styles of they're just slightly different warfare to how they normally do things. And in realistic terms, because I just wanted a simpler game where I had to remember less rules for a change. So the only thing I have to really remember that's different is that the Deathwatch might be on a different tactic, whether it's assault or tactical or devastator doctrine. Doctrine, that's the one. And today, our battle lines are here and here. And we are playing for the objective drop. So there's one objective in the center. It moves 2d6 inches after a roll-off between players. And starting from the third battle round, the player scores 1 victory point if they're on the objective and 2 victory points if they control it at the end. And today, because it's a matter of pride, we are range, we are +1 attack characteristics for all the models. So this is pride, this is, the White Scars need to show what they're made of, show that they don't need to adapt, and the Deathwatch have their own pride. And wanting to teach the Raging Dragons, a few tips and tricks, so they can go out and take down the Xenos and the Heretic. But first things first, we will go look at the armies. So here we have 1000 points of the Raging Dragons. They're White Scar Successors with the traits Duelist. So a 6 to hit automatically wounds the target, and tactical withdrawal. So if they fall out of combat, they can declare a charge in the turn that they fell back. Our Warlord today is the Chaplain, with the paid for upgrade of Master of Sanctity. So he knows Exaltation of Range, Canticle of Hate, and Litany of Hate for buffs. His Warlord trait is Trigorian Storm from the White Scars. So if he performs a charge or heroic intervention, he gets D3 extra attacks. I suppose D3 +1 in this game type. And he has a relic, the Honor Vehement. So within 6 inches of him, the add on to their attacks characteristics. So this means basically they have shock assault all the time because it doesn't stack with that. There are 8 assault intercessors, plasma pistol on the sergeant, Blade Guard veteran squad, just with bolt pistols. The veteran intercessor squad with Power Fist, 2 Outrider squads, these guys, the Eliminators with the bolt sniper rifles, and a Impulsor with a shield dome, which has gone missing. And that's 1000 points of the Raging Dragons. So here we have 1000 points of the Deathwatch. And probably the reason why we're helping out is our Watchmaster is a White Scar. Or was a White Scar, I suppose. He's our Warlord. He has Vigilance Incarnate, so he can point to a unit within 6 and say, you reroll once to wound against a different battle type. And he has a Spear of the First Vigil, which is got special issue ammunition, AP -1, flat 2 damage, and it does -3 D3 damage in combat. We have the Fortis kill team with Stalker Bolt Rifles and 5 Hellblasters, with just the regular rapid fire. We have the Intercessor squad here with Assault Bolters and a Thunderhammer. We have the Proteus kill team with a heavy Thunderhammer. Sergeant has a shotgun. There is Bolt Gun and Sword, Bolt Gun and Maul, and the Fragstorm Cannon. In the elites, we've got the Apothecary with the Warlord trait that I paid for the upgrade. And then there's the Hammer Strike. Still doing the Hammer Strike. And then 3 Eliminators with the Las Fusils instead. So we will go on to set up the pod. And deployment sorted. The Deathwatch, when the roll-off, decided to pick that side. But over here, we've got Bikes on this side. The Veterans with the Warlord Chaplain. 8 Tactical Assault Marines. We've snuck slightly forward with the Snipers, which the other guy has done as well. And then Bikes on this flank as well. And because the deployment zone is just enough because the Bikes are on an angle, that base didn't fit in. So I've had to pay 2 CP to put that lot in reserve. So that will come in later, so that we start the game on 4 CP. And the Deathwatch have mirrored slightly. The last few cells hop forward for a commanding view. We've paid Teleportarium to put the Deathwatch vets in strategic reserve. The Assault Marines, the Land Raider or Storm Speeder, then the bubble here of the Warlord, the Apothecary, and these guys to try and keep them alive, to push forward, to take a hold of that objective. And yeah, that's about that. So we'll have to see turn 2 what really happens, or turn 3. So first things first, who will decide if they want to go first or second? The Deathwatch and the Raging Dragons. I think the Deathwatch will go first. So to move the objective, Deathwatch 6, Deathwatch, the Dragons. Oh no, if it's a tie, it doesn't move. That's right. So the objective stays in the center, but is there any point in moving up for it just yet? Because it's going to move probably turn 2, and then turn 3 we can start claiming points. On to turn 1 for the Deathwatch. So end of movement phase, turn 1. The Deathwatch are in the Devastator Doctrine, and they've chosen to reroll once to wound against the fast attack slots. I can change that later if need be. Although he's given these the full rerolls, and he's told them to reroll ones against troop choices, so they can go into there. We advanced here to get behind the barricades. These didn't move. And with that being said, we will go straight on to the shooting phase. So all of these shots will go into the troops. They're heavy, so all -1 to hits, it doesn't matter. And they've got line of sight over there, and they're just in range. And we will overcharge the plasma, try and kill as many as possible. So we need to get those down. Right. The first shots to ring out will be the Stalkers. They get full rerolls. Right, 4 hits. Wounding on 4s, rerolling 1s. And these will save on 6s. Nope, so two pieces of armor lock up, and they're sent to the locker room early. And then 5 shots with a plasma overcharged. There's no sergeant, so it doesn't matter. And I can re-roll. They all hit. Wounding on 2s. They all wound. And they're... So that's 5 wounds at AP -4. Leaving only the sergeant there. So he will need a morale check. Ooh. These guys are all in rapid... oh, not rapid fire. They're all in range. I just checked the 24 inches. Yep, 24. Assault 3. 5, and they will shoot against the veterans. Hitting on 4s because they advanced. Ooh. Wounding on 4s. Saving on a 3. And that saves. The last few sills. Did they shoot through? Probably get a -1 to shoot at them. Or do they shoot at the vets? There's that. Yeah, we'll shoot at the bikers. -1, so hitting on 3s. They all hit. Wounding on 3s. No wounds! Oh, we were rerolling 1s against fast attack. 1 wound at AP -4, so that'll go straight through. Putting one of the bikers down to a single wound. Could have gone better, lads. And this one will shoot at the other bikers there. The storm in range. Yep, so we'll put everything into the bikers. So the missiles, 1 hit, wound on a 3, AP -4, 3 damage, so one of the bikers is down to 1 wound. The crack storm hits on 3s, strand 6, wound on a 3, and the melter, 1 hit, wounds will go straight through and will kill that biker that had 1 wound left. Probably should have fired the melter first. But we take the bikers down. And I think that is the end of the shooting phase. Yes. So morale check on this one. Needs a 1. Nope. He says, nope, I will have a cup of tea. Thank you very much. And that is the end of turn 1 for the Deathwatch. 1 squad completely removed. But how can the Raging Dragons risk the end of the movement phase and a bit of a push forward? These banks whipped round here. They stayed still. We advanced here. He failed to get off both his litanies. And we moved forward there to shoot and probably charge into those guys. Maybe shoot up there, charge in there. So first thing what we're going to do is we're going to shoot the snipers into the apothecary. And so we'll fire the mortis round. A 6 to wound, right. Hitting on 2s, wounding on 3s. So we've got 1 mortal wound in addition. And that's AP -3, saving on 6s. So 1 save. 2 damage. So ignore them on 6s. No. So the apothecary takes 3 wounds. Putting him down to 2. These bikers will shoot at the troops here. So the bolters coming in. Hitting on 3s. Moving on 4s. Oh. Saving on 3s because they're behind the barrier. And then I can ignore that on a 6, which I ignore. They don't take any damage. Ah. Right. So the bikers will put all the shots here. The one of them will be hitting. Yep, will be hitting on 4s. Hitting on 4s. And then these hit on 3s. Wounding on 4s. And because they're in cover and they've got the things, saving on 2s. They're all good. The White Scar's doing very little damage. Apart from to the Apothecary. Probably needs to get out of line of sight now. So we will go charging in here. I'll spend a command point for Overwatch. Right. Looking for the 6s. 1. That does not wound. Oh, reroll 1s. Oh, it does wound. Saving on a 3. And it saves. And they go 6, which should take them up to the barrier. Yes. So 3 attacks, plus rage, plus chainsword, plus the attacks on the charge. 2 attacks, plus rage, plus chainsword, plus the 2 on the charge. That is a lot of attacks. Hitting on 3s. Moving on 4s. And then saving on 4s because it's AP -1. So we kill 1 and injure 1. Sergeant has 3 plus he was charged. So these will hit on 3s. They all hit. They will wound on 5s, re-rolling any 1s. And these will save on 3s. And the Thunderhammer will hit on 4s. They all hit. Will wound on 3s. And save on 5s. So that will kill 1 and put, or kill the one that had 1 wound and put another one down to 1 wound. That is not as good for either side as we had hoped. And that is completely the end of turn 1. We've pushed forward. Now we've got to see if anything from the Teleportarium can do any good as we got into turn 2. Okay, before the movement, let's see if that moves. The Raging Dragons. Deathwatch. Ooh, they can move 2d6. 8 inches in a direction of their choice. So pushing the advantage they got in turn 1, we've gone into the Assault Doctrine. Stayed in combat there. Paid 2 CP to make these guys Dark Angels. So if they didn't move, which they didn't, they will get +1 to hit. And I've changed the doctrine, so they're still in the heavy doctrine, or the Devastator doctrine, so they're sniper, or they're... We should hopefully do more damage if the things go through. They've been given full rerolls, and the Apothecary and the Warlord have just tucked in there out the way to not get sniped again. And he's moved over here to try and deal with those snipers. So first things first, we will put everything in here into there. Right, now just one shot each from the plasma. And we will overcharge because we've got the rerolls. So first of all, we've got the Stalkers. Rerolling. Wounding on 5s. And saving on 6s. Nope. So that's 2 4 damage, killing 1. The plasma, re-rolling, wounding on 3s, re-rolling 1s because it's a fast, and that's AP -4. So that completely clears away the biker squad there. That is what we needed. Staying over here, we'll put everything into these guys. So the crack and AP -1. So my +2 because they're in cover. Still saving on 2s. Oh. And that does D3 damage for 3. So that takes one of those guys down. The missiles. 2 hits. Strength. 8. So that one fails. AP -3. So saving on a 4. Nope, for 3 damage that takes another one. And the melter. 2 hits, 2 wounds. They go straight through. D3, D6 +2 at that range. AP -4. Oh, actually no, tell a lie. They will save on 5s. But they don't save. And yeah, they're very much taken out of the equation. Pistols into combat. Let's just check they have pistols. Yes. Winning on 5s. Reroll that 1. Saving on a 3. Oh! That's that single wound for that one there. So the last few cells will go into the veterans, hitting on 2s, and 8 wounding on 2s, AP -3, but they're in cover, so 5 up saves. Oh, we only take down one of them. And these guys will shoot in there as well. We'll shoot the shotgun as the 12-inch range assault 2, AP -1, flat 2 damage. Hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s. No wounds, no rerolls. There are 2 bolters, which will fire. Add 1 to the damage characteristics. 3 hits, wounding on 4s, saving on a 3. Oh, that saves. And the last thing is the frag storm, or frag cannon even. We'll shoot it as the assault 2. 1 hit, wounding on a 3, saving on a 5. Oh, and it saves. The veterans do good. So, is there anything else we can shoot? Nope. So we will do the 9-inch charge into just the veterans. That doesn't go off. So we'll go straight into the fighting over here. So he gets 3 attacks, plus his rage, plus the chainsword, hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s. Oh, don't forget, I must be able that 6 is to hit auto wound. 1 failed save, so that fellow there is removed. So they get 3 attacks and 4 for the sergeant because of rage. This one hits on 3s. Wounds on 5s, rerolling 1s, nothing. These hit on 4s. And wound on 3s. And AP -3, saving on 6s. No. So, we completely take away the 2 back squads for these guys. The Blade Guard are gonna have to come in and do a number on them as we go into turn 2 for the Raging Dragons. So we've had some butchery, we'll clear out here and deal with that lot later. We've moved on here, the Blade Guard hopped out because they can hop out the transport if it made a normal move, and I think coming in counts as a normal move, but they can't assault, but they're behind the barriers and they've got their shields so they can deal with something else next turn. But first we need to clear off this lot here. So we'll put all the shots from this into that because we are in the tactical doctrine. We don't actually have the points to have the weapon on the top, so it's just the stun bolters. Oh, and they did get Excitation of Rage off. The other litany didn't go off, and these will wound on a 4. And save on a 4-up. Nope. So one of the veterans will take a wound. The bolt pistols and the plasma, which we do the plasma first, we won't overcharge it. Hits, wounds, plasma pistol, 6-up save. Nope. So we do kill 1. The bolt pistols, 1 hit, no wound, and the Absolver bolt pistol hits, doesn't wound. Would have wounded on a 3. And that is the end of that. So these guys will charge in. So that's a 7, 8, 9. So yeah, the Warlord made it in as well. These guys hopefully will get taken out quite quickly as we go into the Warlord will go first. So he has 4 attacks plus shock assault, plus the honor vehement, plus rage, hitting on 2s. Wounding on 3s, saving on 4s, so we take down 1 more, take down the sergeant. We will pay our last 2 command points to interrupt, for we have a heavy thunderhammer. So there is 2 attacks plus shock assault plus rage. So there is the normal guy. He hits and one's on a 4. Save on 3s. Yep. the Power Maul. Strength +3, so that'll hit wound on 3s. Save on a 4 and do 1 damage. The Heavy Thunderhammer hits on 4s, wound on 2s. We are in the Tactical Doctrine, so that's AP -4. That goes straight through and will kill 2 of them. So there is the Power Fist Sergeant with 3 attacks, Shock of Honor Vehement and Rage. There is 2 attacks, Chainsword, Honor Vehement and Rage. So we will go for the Power Fist. Hits on 4s, wounds on 2s, save on 6s, and that's 2 damage apiece. Check. AP -3. Yep. So he does take down the rest of the veterans. But they did their job, they distracted. As we go into turn 3. So before I turn the camera off, I will roll to see who moves it. The Deathwatch. Yep, the Deathwatch get to move it. Another 9 inches. So I missed turn 2 actually. He healed himself back up to full wounds because he can restore 3. They've moved forward. We did claim the objective for 1 victory point this turn. We've moved forward here, moved forward. These have stayed still and we've moved in. So if we can kill that, we're probably onto a good start. We're in the Tactical Doctrine this time. These again have got the rerolls, but no command points. I've only got 1 for doing anything fancy. So we'll start off here, we'll shoot into those guys there. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 4s. So AP -1. Oh, they're behind the barrier and they've got the thing, so it's 2 up saves. Oh, we do 2 wounds to 1. Putting 1 onto 1 wound. These guys probably should have shot in first. They will fire in there. Hitting on 2s. Wounding on 2s. Saving on -3. Saving on 4s anyway. Oops. No. So we take care of that one. So 1, 2, 3, 4 stalkers and all the stalkers can see them, and 1 plasma, which we will overcharge. Hitting on 4s for the stalkers, re-rolling everything. Wounding on 4s. Saving on 3s. And he hits. Doesn't, oh no, does wound. Doesn't save. Putting another one down. 1 wound. And then everything from here into this one. This one impulsory 7. We crack storm. 1 hit, wound on a 5. Nope. Missiles. 1 hit, wound on a 3. Save up on the 5 up invul. Saved. The melter. Wah! Does 0 damage. Oh well, we better go into the charge phase. 8 should do it to get them to the barrier. Oh yes. So there are... right. Shock, Assault and Rage. This is the normal guy. And wound on 4s. And we'll save on 2-ups. And the Thunderhammer, it's on 4s. Wound on 2s. Yep. Save on 4s. So that's actually takes out the Blade Guard vets. And they're not going to consolidate. We go into turn 3 for what's left of the Raging Dragon. And into the Assault Doctrine, these guys go. Can try and take down these ones first, and then see what happens then. Both the Litanies went off this time, so the Excitation of Rage and Canticle of Hate, so +1 to wound and +2 to charge. But first we will shoot. We will shoot the Stormbolters in. Wound on 4s. Save on 2s because they're behind the barriers. Yep. There's a pistol and a plasma. Wounds. Save on a 6. Put one of them down to a single wound. And the Absolver Bolt Pistol doesn't wound. So we'll go into the charge phase. The Impulsor will charge in first. The Veterans will charge in 9, and that'll leave space for the Warlord to charge in. Yeah. So these will get a good wrap in there. Those guys are well and truly trapped in there. The Warlord will go first again. So he gets 5 attacks and then +1 for rage, hitting on 2s. Oh, they auto wound, must remember that. Wounding on 3s. Everything goes through. Saving on 4s. And it's 2 damage and 2 damage. So that just leaves the Thunderhammer. And no command points to interrupt. So 4 attacks for the Power Fist, plus charging, plus rage. 3 attacks for the Chainsword, plus on a Vehement, plus rage. Right, these will hit on 4s. That one auto wounds. These will wound on 2s. And save on 6s. Oh no. Oh no. He's very much taken down. And I guess they can do their consolidate. Although I'm not sure it will help. Alright, 10-4. Let's see what happens to this, and that might decide the game. So the Raging Dragons, the Deathwatch, they can move at 4. So that's 2 points. Massive great 3 points if we're holding it at the end. we shall see. So start turn 4, the warlord has stayed there. Everything else is pushed through and pushed round to take care of these guys. And if that works, then it's probably game over. So the last 2 sills will shoot at these guys. We'll go into the... Stay in the tactical doctrine. They hit. They wound. Save on 6s. Nope. Then everything from here into him. So they got the full rerolls. The stalkers will hit on 4s. Wound on 4s. Save on 4 up invul. So he takes 2 wounds. Putting him down to 3. Any of the plasma in rapid fire. So 2 front ones are in rapid fire. And 3 more. We will overcharge. Rapid fire 1. Reroll. And 3 at the back. That was a hit. And reroll. Oh! We killed 2 of the ones at the back. That's... Oh. And the feel no pains. Nope. Nope, we do take them down. The one of them will pop back up in turn 5. And these will wound on 2s. And save on 4 up invuls. 2, 4. No! Well, I think that's very much that. What will happen to that? Deathwatch. Knowing the Raging Dragons can't take it again. Move 8. So we'll just consolidate it around there, giving them 5 points to 0. Geez, the Deathwatch did a number on the Raging Dragons there. Wow. That was tough. That was very tough. Yeah, the turn 1. Oh no, was it turn 2 when it was pretty devastating, right? Well, that was another fun game. Nice and easy to remember the rules, mostly. I finally remembered the 60-hit auto wound. But I must admit, I do still like the Deathwatch very much. But we will call it at that. Thank you very much for watching. Please do like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.